Good morning. Titingnan ko lang kung pogi na ako eh. Alam niyo, I've had a problem few weeks ago, wherein yung coughs and colds. So, due to that, I lost my voice. I was not even able to recite 2 weeks ago kasi inubo ko and wala akong boses. So, for my agenda ngayong araw is that I want to teach you how to write digests on hand. Paano ba talaga tayo mag-digest ng kaso? Even those, there are lots of law students, who are suffering from yung writing digests from time to time still. Even me, even my third year as a first year student in the College of Law, I'm still having a hard time sometimes analyzing cases. Of course, there's nothing wrong about it. Don't be shy. Don't be ashamed. Oh, you've passed nga law school, mahiya ka ng digest. Apologies kung may narinig kayo maingay at may dun sa taas, may construction. Let's go to your favorite case. Let's create a digest of let's say Ming Tsoi versus the Court of Appeals. Ayan. Makita nyo sa side ng screen. Tapos gusto pa ni attorney handwritten. So you keep it in mind that when you're creating digests is that there are always two parties, no? There are always two parties. Ano ba tawag diyan? Napagalitan ako ni judge doon nung few weeks ago. Compulsory joinder of indispensable parties. Ayan. There are always two parties in a civil case. As regards to this, Ming Tsoi, this is a case for annulment. And you just analyze it. Usually, if you're gonna ask me is, I start from the ruling. Mamaya kasi affirmed na pala sa yung decision ng lower court, no? Affirmed na pala. Ibig sabihin, nag-grant na, okay na. Ayun na pala yun. Yung decision ng lower court ay okay naman. There is nothing wrong with it. Oh. Let's see. 'Di ba? Mag-search kayo digest. Makita niyo sa ilalim. In the view of the foregoing premises, the sale decision of the Court of Appeals dated November 29, 1994 is hereby affirmed in all respects, and the petition is hereby denied for lack of merit. Okay. Ayan. Mababasa nyo dyan. Ano ba to? Bakit ganun? Ano ba talaga? Ano nangyari? Okay. So, it was denied in the Supreme Court, but the decision of the Court of Appeals is affirmed. Okay. So, let's go back. Let's cite this case, ha? You go here, Ming Tsoi versus the Court of Appeals. GR number 119190, January 16, 1997. So, was decided 1997. When your professor asked, who is the ponente of the case? Sino ba yung ponente? Ayan, nakalagay. Justice Torres Jr. Nakalagay siya dun sa ilalim ng respondents. Ayan. Torres J. Highlight ko, ha. I'll leave it on highlight. So, with regard to this, ayan, ano ba nangyari? That's the fact. That is the fact. Ano ba nangyari doon sa case? Always remember, there are two parties. One side is Gina Lau, one side is Ming Tsoi. No? Yung asawa niya. Nag-file si Gina Lau kasi hindi raw siya Gina Lau. Huwag kayong malilito, ha? Huwag kayong malilito. Kung sino yung plaintiff, sino yung defendant, or here, in this case, sino yung petitioner, sino yung respondent. Huwag kayong malilito sa plaintiff at defendant, guys. Yung plaintiff is the one who filed the case against another party. And yung defendant is the one who will defend themselves from the allegations of a plaintiff. Hindi naman pwedeng pupunta ng korte at i-update mo lang yung sarili mo nang wala kang kaso, wala kang matter. Okay? Okay? It's good that you understand that. Hmm? Here naman kasi, that as to why it is called petitioner and respondent is that because si Ming Tsoi kasi gusto niyang patunayan na hindi siya psychologically incapacitated. So he went to the Supreme Court. Oh, yun yung contention ng petitioner on his side. No? Laging dalawang side yan, okay? Laging dalawang side. Tatandaan niyo lang yung, ano ba tawag dito? Tatandaan niyo lang lagi yung preponderance of evidence. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Ganito talaga ang law school. Magbasa kayo. Huwag kayong tamad. I always do prefer reading full text cases because there might be facts that are not available on digests online. That's why you need to be careful. Oo. Kayo kuha ng digest ng iba. I mean, if naman, okay sa inyo, then that would suffice. But in my case, I don't really read digests na published online. Before the opening statement, si ponente. Man has not invented a reliable compass by which to steer a marriage in its journey over troubled waters. Laws are seemingly inadequate over time. Much reliance has been placed in the works of the unseen hand of Him who created all things. Who is to blame when the marriage fails? Creative writer ang mga ponente. I always wanted to be a ponente myself. So what I usually do here in digesting cases, I always read yung ilalim. I always start at the bottom. Yan. In the view of the foregoing premises, the assailed decision of the Court of Appeals dated November 29, 1994 is hereby affirmed in all respects, and the petition is hereby denied of lack of merit. Okay. It was not granted in the Supreme Court. Okay. From there on is I will search for the decision of the CA, the Court of Appeals. Ano bang sabi ni Court of Appeals? Hanapin ko yan. Based on the provided yung RTC ng QC, nandun jurisdiction ng annulment cases. Bakit RTC kaya? Wala pa family court na. Ayan, RTC, QC, they declared the annulment of marriage on the ground of psychological incapacity of Gina Lau. No? So, tatandaan nyo rin yung part ng hierarchy of courts, guys. Tatandaan nyo yan. Hierarchy of courts, SC. Then where? CA. Then where? RTC. MTC. In this case, we have the RTC. Ayan. Provided that the RTC of Quezon City decreed the annulment of marriage on the ground of psychological capacity, Okay? Sa CA na nangyari to yung statement of the case and of the facts made by the trial court and produced by the Court of Appeals. Its decisions are as follows. Ito yung facts. Iintindihin nyo lang naman Tatandaan nyo lang yung facts ay kung ano yung nangyari. Ano yung nangyari? Facts. There are always two sides, plaintiff, defendant. So, in your digest, since provided here is that the facts are really long, is that you just have to establish yung pinaka kailangan nyo doon sa subject nyo. Limbawa, let's say persons and family relations. In this case, this is an annulment of marriage case. Syempre, kukunin nyo lang yung facts na related to psychological incapacity. Ano ba yun? Kinasal sila nung May 22, nagkasama sila, natulog sila. Sabi ni side ni plaintiff, side ni Gina Lau. Sabi ni Gina Lau, Choy, ay magkasama sila, natulog, walang nangyari sa kanila, nag-honeymoon sa Baguio, wala pa rin nangyari. Tapos sabi niya, bakla raw si Ming Tsoi. Not to discriminate, no offense. Oh. Anyway, the closet homosexual did not show his appendage. She said that she had observed the defendant using an eyebrow pencil. Nag-ano raw, nagme-makeup pa si Chiming Choy. Ay nako. Ang tawag dito, kilay goals. Yun. Para sa may eyebrow pencil, kilay eyebrow. Ako magaling mag-Tagalog eh. Anyway, oh. So, with this regard, the plaintiff is not willing to reconcile with her husband. Ayaw nang bumalik ni Gina Lau Choy kay Chiming Choy kasi may mga issue siya. Ayan. Ito yung mga issue niya. Yun yung facts ha. Tandaan niyo, yun yung facts. Okay, sa side naman ni Chiming Choy, we have this yung defendant. Ayan, puro defendant, mababasa. Defendant admitted, defendant, 2 reasons, defendant submitted himself. Ayan, sabi niya, nung gusto niya raw ayaw ni Gina Lau. Tapos, there are 2 reasons according to defendant. Kasi natatakot daw si Gina Lau na ibalik yung alahas yun, ng nanay niya. Pero there is a fact here naman na mahal ni Chiming Choy mahal ni Chiming Choy si Gina Lau. Ayan, nakalagay because they are still very young and there is still a chance to overcome their differences. The defendant submitted himself to a physical examination. Ayan, nakita na ni Doc kung if trying to prove his potency. Kasi based on the allegations, is that Chiming Choy is impotent raw. Diba? It was stated in the facts. Ganyan talaga ang law school. Basa ng basa. So, ano sabi ni Court of Appeals? Nag-file sila sa Court of Appeals. The marriage is still void. Hindi pa rin. Wala pa rin. Due to lack of merit. Ang issue lang naman dito is whether such grounds are valid for psychological incapacity. Validity lang naman. You're just gonna check it. You're gonna construct it. You should think. Mag-isip naman kayo minsan lang. Kaya tamad. Since that is the issue, the ruling will be based on Article 68 of the Family Code, while the law provides that the husband and wife are obliged to live together, observe mutual love, respect, and fidelity. The sanction, therefore, is actually the spontaneous mutual affection between husband and wife and not any legal mandate or court order, as it was cited in the Cuaderno versus Cuaderno case. 120 Philippine Reports 1298. Love is useless unless it is shared with one another. Indeed, no man is an island. Kailangan nyo magbasa ng magbasa. Yun lang yun. Yes, the ground for psychological incapacity is valid. Therefore, ganun lang naman kadali mag-digest ng case. Ba't yung pinapahirapan yung sarili nyo? So, if may questions ba kayo? Kung may questions kayo, you may hit me up. You may leave me a message or anything. You may contact me. Sa Facebook ko, kahit saan. Or dun sa dun sa page ko. Yeah, dito sa The Broadway Writer. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening.